Well, it's time for our podcast. What a show today. New boy Tom has called his first sick day. He was actually sick.
Well, see...
Like, I didn't get a call when Gem Y Rye used to be sick. I'd go, oh, hello, it's Gem Y Rye's mum here. Gem Y Rye can't come into work today.
Gee, she's got an interesting voice.
He's got a runny bot.
And what did Tom say?
Oh, I didn't hear. He's an adult. Okay. So I'm just presuming.
So you believe him?
I do believe him. But you're always back in Gem Y Rye. The kid's running the place now. He's going to sack us. You know that.
Well, I look forward to his stylings. We put Chris Hemsworth as James Bond to the pub test. He's back in the mix, apparently. He has said, well, who wouldn't want to be James Bond? Even you put your hand up to be James Bond, didn't you?
A lady, and this is true story.
Truesies?
A lady, a fan of the Jonesy, sent a letter to the broccoli people, Barbara and her dad.
Mr. Potato Head?
A few years ago about me being the next James Bond.
How do you know?
Because she sent me a whole thing that my resume, as it were, that she made herself. So it was all like press clippings and pictures of me. Looked a bit stalkerish. And come to think of it, why she said it to me and not them. I've been sitting...
Did you get the job?
I've been sitting by that phone for years.
Were all the individual letters cut out and stuck down?
Yeah, and there was a lot of red ink.
Yeah, is she an agent? Wow. You never know, Brendan. It could happen any minute.
It could.
A fan of the Jonesy. Speaking of the Jonesy, Brendan Jones regaled us with tales of a shark.
You like sea tales, don't you? Yeah, I had an interesting situation just on the water the other day.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
Meghan Markle's show. People seem to get bent out of shape about Meghan Markle. Not me, I don't really care.
Lots of people do. We put it to the pub test yesterday and lots of people who hadn't seen the show had opinions. I haven't seen it. Emma Gillespie has seen it and she's talking to us all through that. King Charles has released his playlist.
Yeah.
This is what he listens to when he and Camilla are just getting down at home.
Oh, okay.
Not getting down to it.
Yeah.
Just listening. Just listening, Brendan. People listen.
Enjoy the podcast.
Everybody
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we have so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Amanda.
Am I imagining it? Hi.
Yeah.
Are all the lights out there off? Or is that big clouds between us and the Harbour Bridge? Or am I having an aneurysm? Which of these options is happening?
Okay, which one?
Which one of these?
A lot of stuff there. It's a little dark out there.
Yeah, is it cloud or have we not paid the lighting, the electricity bill and all the lights on the bridge have gone off?
I think it's okay. I think or maybe you should give Minzy a call. Minzy, have we paid the bill?
Have we paid the bill?
I'm just looking around. I'm doing the roll call.
Hi.
Sorry.
I'll wait.
Amanda?
Hello, I'm present, sir.
Jonesy? Yes, I'm here.
Oh, why the pause? Why the long show off your pause? I bet you were like that at school.
New boy Tom. New boy Tom?
Yeah.
New boy Tom is not well today.
Is he connected to the lights not being on in the city somehow?
Maybe it's new boy Tom's fault. You know,
Is he unwell? Right. He's unwell today.
He's got the lurgy. Apparently, it's been going around. The Megalodon had it. Jojo had it. Jenna had it.
What kind of lurgy?
I don't know. What's the lurgy?
The reason I'm asking is that Tom sits in a
tummy. It's a tummy.
Oh, poo-poos.
Megalodon's either doing a waltz, demonstrating a dance move, or it's her tummy.
Well, she looks unusual on the loo. Because we sit in a small room here with Tom, and you just was telling me how contagious it is.
Is it contagious?
Well, you just said everyone's had it.
Well, not me. I don't get the stomach stuff. Usually, do you get the stomach stuff?
In my Beyond 2000 days where people would drop like flies, I'd be old iron guts. But just saying it out loud.
You can't say it out loud.
You can't say it out loud or you're willing the universe to go, really?
But Tom, he did the right thing by not coming into work.
I think so too. How come you used to give Ryan a hard time for not coming in, but you're saying that Tom's done the right thing?
Well, so this is Tom's first sick day.
Yeah.
Since the start of the year. Jem Wright had a sick day at the drop of a hat.
He did
There'd be a
not.
change of barometric pressure. And now look at him, he's up in Corporatania, running the world.
Yeah, taking every third day off.
Eating koala stir fry. Just got back from Las Vegas. Got an action-packed show today. I'm looking forward to catching up with Emma Gillespie.
She's been watching the Meghan Markle Netflix series. We put this to the pub test yesterday, how you feel about her, not Emma. How do you feel about Emma? Put it to the pub test. So I'll be intrigued to hear. She's a deep diver. I'm happy to hear what she's got to say.
Have you been following Ros Switzer? Remember Ros Switzer? She used to do a lot of infomercials on the telly, and I see her from time to time, but she's gone for a bit of a sideways move in her career.
She has. Lots of people have always commented on how attractive she is.
She's a good sort.
She's a good sort, and she's going to show you a bit more of her good sortedness.
I will talk about that. Instagram makes its return, and we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Here's question number 1. Finish this saying, an apple a day... ...
Well, if Tom had taken this, he'd be here today, wouldn't he? But no, we are bereft of him. We'll get on with it. Jam Nation. I don't want to be Mr. Alarmy Pants, but it does look a little dark out there.
I can't tell whether
Where's
the
the
city
Harvey
has
Bridge?
switched off all its lights.
Is it
or
all
if
the
it's-
rains?
But rain wouldn't stop us seeing the lights. Is there fog and cloud formation? That's what I'm asking you as Mr. Meteorologist Alarmy Pants.
Firstly, I'm not a meteorologist.
Duh.
It looks a little dark, but when I rode across the Harbour Bridge this morning, so it was fine. So I'm sure it's okay. Maybe if someone's on the Harbour Bridge right now, just flash your lights. Oh, look, someone just did. Look at that. The system works. We have the Magnificent Seven. 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly if you do that?
I've said it more than once. We should have a lie detector in here.
Why?
Mr.
Why?
Theatrical Pants.
There's nothing theatrical. Look, people are now, look at that. Look at them. See, now they've stopped. As soon as you turn around.
Oh, as soon as I turn around, they stop. Oh, no.
Seriously, it's doing it now.
I'm not going to risk my neck again.
And now there's those red and blue ones. Carly has joined us.
Hello, Carly.
Hi, Jonesy and Amanda. I love you guys, by the
Aren't
way.
you nice? Thank you, Carly. Let's see how well you go with the Magnificent Seven. Question number 1. Can you finish this saying? An apple a day...
Keeps the doctor away.
Does the new generation know that? You know, we just grew up knowing those sayings.
Does
it's
it
like
actually
nursery
work?
rhymes.
Yeah.
Well, do your kids know that, Carly?
Oh, they wouldn't. No.
No, I think it all ends with us.
I suppose but these days, apple cider vinegar a day keeps the doctor
or
away.
Big Pharma keeps the doctor away.
Just talk to an old mate. What was Lucy Lawless' mythological TV alter ego
Remember
called?
the show that Lucy Lawless was in? Who did she play?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Carly, I'm sorry.
Tom is in Camden.
Hello, Tom.
Wouldn't have a clue. I Dream of Jeannie.
No, Lucy Lawless. This was probably, was it 90s, early 90s? She played,
Yeah,
I'll tell you this, she played a kind of a warrior princess. There's a clue, but what was her name?
Just give the answer.
What was her name?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
And we are into the Magnificent Seven. Where do we find ourselves, Amanda?
We're at question number 2. It's going to Sonia in Lethbridge Park. Hello, Sonia.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Do you remember the Kiwi actress, Lucy Lawless? What TV show was she in? What was the name of the show? What was the character? Xena.
Xena Warrior Princess. And who was a little friend?
I never watched it.
Gabrielle?
Oh, I don't remember.
There was sort of like, lesbian kind of vibes there.
Something going on there.
Companionship, I would like to say.
Which is the best kind.
Companionship. who doesn't like it?
Absolutely.
Let's play Lyrical Assassin.
How does this go again?
This is where we quote the lyrics to a song and then you have to work out where those lyrics are from.
Do you want me to quote them, Brendan?
Okay, you do it.
Let me do it.
You seem to have trouble with this.
Sonia, I'm just going to read to you. You tell me what song I'm reading the words from. He ain't worried about tomorrow. He's just made up his mind. Life's too short for burning bridges. You just take one day at a time. What's the song?
I know this song. I know this song.
Do you know this song?
Bridges. I know it, but
Sorry, Sonia.
Tony's in Seven Hills.
Hello, Tony.
Good morning. How are we going?
Very well. Do you want me to read to you again in my dulcet tones?
Yes, please.
He ain't worried about tomorrow because he's just made up his mind that life's too short for burning bridges. Take it one day at a time.
Working class man.
Yes, it is. Jimmy reads it with a bit more oomph.
He does. Etc., etc. What type of bird is a boo-book? Tony, is it A, a duck, B, a chicken, or C, an owl? A boo-book.
Chicken.
Oh, no, it's not a chicken.
Are you calling me chicken?
Sorry, Tony. Jamie's in Schofields. Hello, Jamie.
Yeah, morning, guys.
Hi, what type of bird is a boo-book? Is it a duck or an owl?
An owl.
Yeah, it is an owl. It's an Australian species for its distinctive boo-book call.
That sounds
I've
boo-booky
heard
to me.
better.
I want a bit more boo-book for my buck.
Boo-book looks like the kind of word you'd put into your calculator and turn it upside down.
And entertainment ensues. All right, smart guy, since you know so much about owls.
Nicely read, Brendan.
What is the term for a group of owls?
It's an unusual one. Do you know this, Jamie?
I'm talking to you.
What do you call a group of owls? Jamie?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Michael's in North Strathfield.
You know, it's not a who's who.
Right.
Hello, Michael. What do you call a group of owls? It's a weird one.
It's a parliament.
A parliament of owls. You have a
Parliament.
murder of crows and a parliament of owls.
Didn't your mum used to say parliament?
No, my friend's mother said it, hoping everyone would comment on it, and no one did. She said, I drove past Parliament.
She did it for the Raz?
She did it just to annoy people, I'm sure.
Was his friend you?
No.
In which suburb will the new Western Sydney airport be located, or the Aerotropolis, as it's called? It's a nice piece of infrastructure.
Is that Badger's Creek?
Yes, it is.
Or London?
Which brings you to question 7. Here we go, Michael. Stephen Curry is starring in a new show on Stan. It's about a certain migration movement to Australia post-World War II. Do you know what it's called?
10 pound poms.
10 pound poms, you've done it.
What a great show. It was funny, they had 10 pound poms.
Carrying pom-poms?
An ad for that, and then it went straight into one of Clive Palmer's ads, you know.
Stopping migration.
Just said.
It's all right, Clive, they were white.
Over to you, Michael. Congratulations, you've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming your way. Tickets for you and 3 friends to the Caravan and Camping Show. Rose Hill Gardens Racecourse, that's from April 29 to May 4. Get your tickets now at supershow.com.au. A double pass to Scenic World. See the Blue Mountains in a whole new way. And Jonesy and Amanda carriage shoes for you to colour in, and some Staedtler pencils. I say, Michael, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
No, that's great. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.
Michael, thank you.
Tell me about
Charming.
it, Michael. I'm doing all of Tom's work today.
Well,
Bloody hell.
you know, you're going to have to make me a cup of tea at some point.
And I suppose I'm going to have to dig around with the air conditioner and assure you that the city still exists,
I
even
can't
though it's
see
in
it out the
pitch
window.
darkness.
I think maybe that someone hasn't paid the electricity bill.
No,
out
it's
there.
okay. I'm looking at the hub. If you're on the Harbour Bridge right now,
What do you want them to do?
just flash your lights. There you go. See that? Northbound, not south. It doesn't help.
Actually, if you're driving across the bridge, you do not want to have someone flash their lights.
It's true. Don't flash anything.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Eating tongue. It's like the Christmas party all over again.
Quite. So you kept your job this year.
I'm going to flip through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. On this day in 2001, Janet Jackson released her hit All For You.
Ooh.
It was a smash, cementing her successful pop star career. But of course, her career nearly came crashing down after the Nipplegate saga of 2004. This is where we got the term wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, and really, it as a byproduct launched YouTube.
Did
Up
it?
until that point,
BoobTube.
all YouTube had was an elephant walking around its enclosure. And then people wanted to see Janet's nipple, so they went to YouTube.
Well, in case you don't know what we're talking about, it was a Super Bowl halftime performance that she did with Justin Timberlake. There came a moment in the dance where he reaches for her top, and this happens.
Choose your music.
Choose to be different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to imagine the furor that took place in 2004. He reached for a piece of material, pulled it away. She had a nipple guard on that looked like it was all supposed to happen, really, doesn't it? They
It
say
didn't look
no.
like it was part of it. I wasn't really jazzed by it at the time.
The thing is, it didn't seem to be that big a deal. But America,
because she had a big star thing
around the nipple. But America went crazy. There were more than 500,000 complaints from this accidental flashing. CBS, the network that aired the event, was fined over $500,000. Things went pear-shaped when sponsors demanded that the NFL refund the $10 million they'd put up for the performance.
Right.
The world was shook. But Janet was the one. This has been a big thing too, is Justin Timberlake kind of escaped scot-free.
Yeah.
Janet was the one who copped all of this flack for the move. She is speaking about it a few years later. For the first and only time, she spoke about it with Oprah.
Was it planned, Janet?
No.
It was not planned.
Well, what people don't understand is he was to take and rip the piece off that he did.
The leather piece.
Right, but more came off than what was supposed to.
So he was supposed to pull that off and we just see the red there. And he ripped the whole thing.
Yes.
So he had you practiced or whatever before?
Yes, we did.
Uh-huh. And so the moment that happened, you immediately covered your breast because you didn't want to be exposed. If you'd wanted to be exposed, you wouldn't have covered it.
Exactly.
More came off than was supposed to. Story of my life.
Okay. You've got a lot in common with her, hard nips.
I do.
Some mornings in here I think I'm going to lose an eye. You're always on high beam.
What are you saying? Should I get one of those star things around my nips?
Let's play the song.
Jam Nation.
Hello, it's Jonesy and Amanda. I was watching a current affair last night and I've been long following the journey of Professor Richard Scolyer. He's a leading melanoma researcher and Australian of the Year recipient, but also he was given only a few months to live a few years ago because he had, it was a brain condition, incurable brain cancer 2 years ago, glioblastoma.
And pretty much the prognosis was 6 months. He is a leading, I think he's an immunologist.
In melanoma. His
That's
speciality
right.
is melanoma.
And so he and his colleague decided to treat his brain cancer with the techniques that they've been using to treat melanoma. And it's given him, they think, they're still studying whether this experimental treatment has prolonged his life, but he has lived an extra year than expected. What has been very sad is he's revealed that the cancer has returned. He was told in November he was cancer-free. His journey has been quite extraordinary, and Australia was just so excited for him. And we've interviewed him. He's the loveliest man. He really is. And they say the treatment for that form of brain cancer has been mostly unchanged in the last 20 years. I know Carrie Bickmore has been a big campaigner about this. So to develop a world-first treatment for a brain tumour based on their breakthroughs in melanoma will change people's lives.
And it's something that you don't undertake lightly. I know a lot's been said about Kyle Sandilands with his situation, but having that aneurysm is a big deal. You know, no matter what it is, when they discover an aneurysm in your brain, and as he said, they can't split his head open because it would be, you know, he could lose a lot. So that would be a time bomb in your head.
And this is what Professor Scolyer has said, is that he doesn't know how long he has, maybe months, maybe less. And between now and then, he knows that various bits of his faculties will go, his movement and his speech. He's chosen to spend this time with his family.
Yeah.
He's a grateful, humble, extraordinary man. And as they say, these are the sorts of men who grow trees, the shade of which they won't sit under. I haven't phrased that very well. But he's done an extraordinary amount of work for the future patients that will be treated the way that he's been experimenting. He's an amazing man. It was a very emotional interview, wasn't it, last night with Ali?
Oh, with Ali Langdon on A Current Affair. But where I lost it was this last question that Ali asked Richard.
When you look at what's coming, will we have another chance to sit down and talk, do you think?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, could be a few weeks, could be a few months, could be longer. I don't know.
And as Richard said, make the most of every day because you don't know what's around the corner.
You just don't. And our thoughts are with him and his family.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. Today, Chris Hemsworth is the new James Bond. Does it pass the pub test?
Well, he's only being eyed as a potential one. He's back in the mix. I thought it was going to be Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Who's Aaron Taylor-Johnson when he's at home?
He is an actor who was in Bullet Train. He's been in a number of things, handsome as hell,
yes,
but not too handsome. this is the thing with Chris Hemsworth. Is he too handsome?
You know, I'm a big fan of Hemsy. I've been the wind beneath his wings throughout his whole career.
Yeah.
But I think he is too good looking. He's too big to be Bond. He's too tall.
Remember when
they've got to be a bit nuggety.
When I first saw Daniel Craig in a movie years and years ago, and he was going out with Sienna Miller, and I thought he's one of the most unattractive men I'd ever seen. And then when he was Bond, and we met him in real life, remember, we did an interview with him, I thought he was one of the most attractive men I'd ever met in my entire life.
You shouldn't have started the interview with, you are the most unattractive man I've ever seen.
So there's something about the charisma that they're not instantly for, but they become so.
Yeah. Who's your favourite Bond out of all the cavalcade of Bonds?
My name is Bond. James Bond.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
Bond. James Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Which Bond is your favourite?
Eileen Bond, wife
red.
of Alan.
What about George Lazenby, Australia's Goulburn's biggest star?
Along with the sheep.
He was, and his agent said, don't do this. Do one, but don't come back. Don't go back for more sultanas.
To go back?
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Well, apparently that lots of people are saying, and a source has said, that the Bond has to be British, that Barbara Broccoli was talking to Jeffrey Pease, and she said that he had to be British. Well, but she has since sold their rights to Bond, so anyone can be now.
Sean Connery, Money Penny Pusher, was Scottish.
Oh, but still...
Yeah, and George Lazenby.
Still part of Great Britain. Lazenby wasn't, he was Australian, but people associate James Bond with a sort of a certain English sensibility.
So what are you saying, Hemsy, in or out? You're Barbara Broccoli?
I think he's suave, attractive, charismatic.
Yep.
But he's not Bond.
You can certainly sell a watch, that's for sure. You see him doing those wristwatch ads at the airport and you think, I'll buy one of those.
I'd love to do one of those ads.
A wristwatch ad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or one of those beds where you dress like a serial killer.
So Chris Hemsworth, would you like him as the new Bond? Does he pass the pub test as Bond?
Jam Nation.
What do you call this?
Jonesy and Amanda.
The ABC, mate.
Brendan, God, you're exhausting. You're so exhausting. And
by
good morning.
exhausting, do you mean stimulating? Of course I am.
Of course you are.
Well, I'm doing all the work today. New boy Tom has called his first sick day. It's a red letter day. He's not here today. He's actually unwell.
Well, he's got tum-tum problems, and we work in a very small room with him here, and you don't want tum-tum problems to spare.
He's not microdosing on the Ozempic, is he?
I read that. That's what people are microdosing on.
So what does that mean?
I think rather than taking full doses, you just take a little bit. But I don't know much about it, but I do know I've got a friend who's on it for diabetes purposes. There's a lot of side effects that come with it.
What are the side effects?
Oh, diarrhea and nausea and all kinds of stuff.
That's just from drinking VB.
Well, unexpected diarrhea, meaning you can't predict the timings.
There's diarrhea and then there's unexpected.
So hopefully microdosing takes that stuff out. Unless that's all you get. You don't get the weight loss, you just get the poo-poos.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. And today, Chris Hemsworth as the new James Bond. Does it pass the pub test? He's
back in the mix. He's being eyed as a potential new James Bond, but who isn't really? He has said he'd love to play James Bond after Daniel Craig hung up the gun holster. But his quote, he said, look, you'll never meet anyone who says they don't want to have a crack at James Bond. It's a shame.
You'd love to have a crack at James Bond.
Well, absolutely. It's a shame that Chad Morgan passed away. Everyone wants to go at Bond. Watching him, he could suck the olive through his teeth.
That could be a thing. When are the Sheilas coming?
When the Sheilas getting here. At least we're amusing ourselves, Brendan. A source close to the Broccolis.
Barbara Broccoli?
Yeah.
Did you know Barbara Broccoli used to get teased at school about her name?
Barbara's not a bad name. Mr. Potato Head was a close friend of hers. She has always said that James Bond should be British. And but the Broccolis no longer own the franchise.
Don't they?
So no, they don't.
Who do they sell that to?
I think they sold it to Amazon. I could be making that up. They sold it.
We should sell this show to Amazon.
Would we deliver on time?
We probably would. Or Timo, we'd be a lot smaller than what we actually are.
So lots of people have been mooted to be the new James Bond. You need Riz, don't you?
Yeah.
You thought that he was too handsome to be James Bond.
I just think Hemsy is too big. He's a
Do you
big...
mean, but he could
No, but
slim
he's
down.
tall.
All right.
He's head and shoulders above everyone else. It's a burden, I know, but he is... You need someone my height. Really, I'm not saying that I'd be right for the role.
You need a runt. So how do you feel? Chris Hemsworth is a new James Bond. Does it pass the pub test?
I don't think James Bond could be Australian. I think he should be English, and that's the way it should be. So, sorry, Chris Hemsworth is not James Bond.
Oh, mate, I reckon it'd be fantastic, eh? I could see him now. Yeah, double wild turkey in Cape Bank.
I'd sort of like him being Australian, but I don't think it'd suit him. One, he's probably too good looking for it. And two, all the baddies are going to have to be huge, because if they're only standard to small guys, he's going to beat the crap out of everybody. He's going to make everyone look like a bloody mouse.
Oh, who doesn't love a bit of Hemsworth eye candy? And I think it's time we had an Aussie play James Bond.
Well, what about George Lazenby, Goulburn's finest?
I thought the sheep was.
The big boy. It's the big merino.
And then there's George
big
Lazenby.
nutsack, and then there's...
and then there's that sheep.
Jam Nation.
It's an interesting world we live in. People can be anything they want to be. And Ros Switzer, has had an interesting career change. Now, Ros, you may have seen her on TV. She was the face of the advertising branding segment called What's New. So often on morning TV, you'd see her talking about various products.
Having trouble hearing? 1 in 7 people have the same problem. Audica can help. New Yumi's Veggie Burgers, the delicious way to eat less meat. Winter used to be a nightmare for me. My kids always got a cold. They'd miss school. I'd miss work. Now I use Glen 20.
Well, Instant Scripts is an app that you download on your device. So whether it be your phone, your tablet or your computer, it's totally secure and gives you access to prescriptions without leaving your armchair.
Love it.
Finding
Yeah.
So Ros, who's 52 years old, very attractive woman.
Nice lady. I've met her a few times.
Oh, yeah, she's a very nice woman. She has become an adult content creator through OnlyFans.
Is that the path of everyone now?
That's what I'm wondering.
Is that where we're going?
This is what I'm wondering. Well, the reason she's doing it, and there's photos of her here draped in lingerie and things like that, she said that she was on some dating apps and she got a lot of response from younger men. And she's posted some of the response. I'm 24. I thought you might like younger guys. And she said, tell me what you like about older women. I love their enthusiasm and excitement from an older woman. Girls my age are so self-absorbed and are hard to talk to. This is all from the dating sites. So she thought there's something in this. She has an appeal for a lot of men and a lot of them younger men.
And she knows what sells. She knows how to sell stuff.
Oh, that's right. So for $19 a month, you can get to see more of her. I don't know what it means, but OnlyFans usually saucy content, isn't it?
I don't think you have to go the whole hog.
No, not the whole hog, but I guess as the content creator, you choose how much hog you go.
Yeah.
She said that she felt that fans were begging for racy content from her. She said, look, this is a quote, look, I'm 52. I know people have been begging me to do something like this for so long. I thought, why not give the people what they want? Honestly, I feel amazing, sexy, confident and young, and the response has been nothing but incredible.
If she wants to do it.
She wants to do it. You know who she sounds a bit like to me? Kath Day Knight.
I'm very proud of how I look. Yes, I am high maintenance, but I think you got to be. And frankly, I enjoy it.
She's a sexy older bird.
Go for it.
But it begs the question, what about you?
Me?
Yeah, you can put some bums on seats.
That would be my video, just me video. How old am I? Up on the box of brownie. You wouldn't see any shots of that.
It'd be a bit like...
The delicious way to eat less meat.
All powered to you. It's
Good on you, Ros.
Unusual career move. I couldn't do it, but all powered to you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy don't have bad legs, and Amanda.
You don't have bad legs.
Where is he supposed to go?
Get him out more.
Gus, I don't know.
Top of the morning to you.
Hello.
Do you know how that poor lady was attacked over at Bundina while we were on
happened
holidays?
last week, didn't it?
By a bull shark.
Is she okay?
Well, no, not really. She had her leg was maimed by the shark.
Bull sharks are nasty.
She's thankful to be alive, but, they don't muck around. And sharks, they're not man-eaters. They just come and have a little, just to feel how you are. The problem is their feelers are these razor-sharp teeth.
Yeah.
And I spend a lot of time on the water. I spend most days, I go for a paddle pretty much every day. Sometimes I go in the surf if the surf's cranking. If not, I'll just go for a paddle on the bay. And I was over at Bundina Way yesterday just having a paddle, and I don't really worry about sharks. I have seen them in the water.
Bull sharks?
Yeah, and great whites.
You've
also
seen great whites?
Yeah, all sorts of sharks.
You know how you say they don't necessarily want to eat you. Does a great white?
Yeah, they're
more
shark.
aggressive, aren't they?
I've seen a great white from a distance, probably 10 metres from me, but still.
So if a great white thinks you're a seal, they don't set out to chomp you?
No, I think what happens if you just come into their aura, their realm, then they could munch you like this poor lady over at Bundina has done. So I was paddling pretty much in that area and just coming across the bay. And yesterday was a really grey sort of afternoon, a little bit sunny. But the tide was coming in and the wind was blowing the other way. So the water looks really dark. Instead of usually it can look quite inviting, but the water was really dark. And because of the wind and the tide situation, the waves were standing up a bit and it was hard to paddle. And I was just paddling and I thought, this water looks sharky. I can't explain what that means.
So like a spidey sense, a sharky sense.
You'll hear old sea dogs say the water looks sharky.
Oh.
And I was paddling along, and then this massive thing in the water, 3 metres from me, flum, flum, like huge, but it didn't see any fins or anything, but a big thing. Could have been a stingray,
right underneath you?
No, probably 3 metres, about 10 feet from where I was.
Did it make you lose your balance? Because you're standing up on this thing.
Yeah, I didn't lose my balance because I'm a big board, but still, and I was listening to a podcast as I was paddling. And I just saw the fum, fum. I went, oh, what the hell is that?
Because that's the sort of thing that would normally, even though you can stand up and paddle from here to New Zealand, maybe, when something like that happens, suddenly you've got no balance in the world.
It's very precarious. So I dug in and just started paddling like nuts, but you can't look around.
So you don't know what it was.
And I'm in the middle of that particular channel, and it's a long way to shore.
Isn't it interesting? The film that really is at the heart of all our fears, Jaws, turns 50 this year.
Oh, well, let's lean into it.
Let's talk about that next.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
So Jaws turns 50. You only have to hear a bit of that theme and it still just strikes the hearts of us all. If you're ever in the water at dusk, this theme plays in your head, doesn't it?
Don't go in the water at dusk.
No, don't. That's right. But many of us didn't know that until this film. It was released in 1975, and it's still it's considered the first summer blockbuster. After that, every summer, cinemas will try and have a big blockbuster.
And it begat the whole creatures in the water thing. Remember, there was Jaws, and then there was Piranha. Remember the Piranha? Remember all the Piranha movies?
Guppy, not quite such a big seller.
And the Meg. Have you seen the Meg?
Yeah.
With Jason Statham.
Yeah, but that's what has changed. Steven Spielberg is such an astute and incredible director. And this is one of his first jobs, I think.
It was George Lucas, wasn't it? Which one was this?
No, it was Spielberg.
Yeah, it was too.
It was Spielberg.
Because Lucas did Star Wars.
Yeah, Spielberg had done Duel, and then pretty much I think he went to this.
He based Duel, the whole Jaws thing was a bit like Duel, except with a truck.
But that's the thing. You didn't see much of the shark, whereas in things like The Meg, I watched it and enjoyed it, but it's so CGI that it takes the suspense and the fear out of it to a certain extent. That was his incredible directing eye. The shark was named Bruce. We all know that, I think, don't we? But it was named after Spielberg's lawyer, Bruce Raymer. So it was called Bruce. One of the great ways to create the illusion of scale, the cinematographer who was in the cage was only 4'11".
Yeah. They got Prince to go on the cage.
They're like little kid from Different Strokes. Get in there and hold this camera.
Willis.
What you talking about, Willis? At the time, it was a chaotic film set. It ran over schedule, over budget. It was supposed to cost $3.5 million, end up costing $9 million. It was supposed to be a shooting schedule of 55 days. It took 159 days.
And weren't they going to pull the pin on it?
Oh, many times. It was so chaotic. But it ended up, as we're saying, as we say, being this extraordinary film.
And Chief Brody, how good was Roy Schneider?
Yeah.
As the chief. And his wife, always up for it.
You always
she
say
was
this.
always drinking and always up for
It's
a bit of
your
nookie.
dream.
She was.
What
and
about
Robert Shaw, how good was he?
He died not long after, I think, didn't he?
Not too sure about that.
What about the
not sure about
story?
Shaw. And what's his name? Richard Dreyfuss.
The story of Mrs. Kintner. So, you know, this is Mrs. Kintner, who looked about 100 years old, but women who were 30 did anyway. She's down at the beach with her young son, Alex Kintner.
Yeah.
And you don't see much of him on screen when he's not a plume of blood.
No, exactly. That's how that plays out.
Now get my raft and go back out in the water.
Let me see your fingers. Alex Kintner, they're beginning to prune.
Just let me go out a little longer.
Just 10 more minutes.
Thanks.
10 more minutes. Didn't even get time to get his adenoids fixed.
The shark beat him to it. This is a very interesting story. Okay, we know what happened. Got chopped. Alex! Yeah. Well, the woman who played Mrs. Kintner, we've spoken about this before actually, Lee Fierro is her name. She once visited a seafood restaurant in Massachusetts many years later after making the film, and she saw an item on the menu called the Alex Kintner sandwich. Sensitive. So she was amused, not offended, and she mentioned to the staff that she'd played that character's mother in the film. To her surprise, the restaurant owner came out to greet her. His name was Jeffrey Voorhees. He was the guy that played her son in the film.
No.
Yes. Yes, which is why he felt quite comfortable in selling the Alex Kintner sandwich, because he was the meat in the sandwich.
All you can eat.
But coming up to the 50th year of the film, there's lots of celebrations around it. Why wouldn't there be? They're re-showing it in cinemas, all kinds of things.
Jam Nation.
Remember last year when everyone's annual playlists were, you know, what you listen to on Spotify?
We've got our ones.
Well, no, but it came up as what you actually listen to. And a lot of people...
our ones.
Yeah, but that wasn't what we actually listened to. We selected those songs. But it's a big deal to tell people what your favourite songs are, don't you think?
Yeah, because it's very personal.
It's very personal and everyone's going to slag it off. Well, the King Charles, has just released his personal playlist. It's written here, it's on Apple Music, His Majesty King Charles III's playlist.
What's on there?
Some unusual things. Look, I wouldn't have picked this, Bob Marley and the Wailers. Do you think he gets on the ganja at night with Camilla? Organic, obviously.
Hang on.
Some surprising ones. I'm not making this up. My Boy Lollipop.
Millie Small.
Is she?
One of the newies.
How weird's that? He loves Kylie. We've got Locomotion in there.
That goes without saying. I kind of like that.
Some unusual choices. What about this one by Arrow? Hot, hot, hot.
He likes the islands in the Commonwealth.
Beyonce's in there.
Beyonce?
Crazy Beyonce. You did mention the Commonwealth, and I think part of this is a bit of a suck job to the members of the Commonwealth.
He likes a suck job.
Everyone's covered. Yeah. As we said, Kylie Minogue is in there. Dame Kiri Te Kanawa from New Zealand. She sang at his wedding to Diana. She's in. This is
no, that's not her.
Isn't it?
No, I think that's more Dame Kiri Kawana.
You know who you were just playing? Go back to that one. Her name is Siti Nurhaliza. She's a Malaysian performer, another member of the Commonwealth.
Right.
And you know who else is in there? Michael Bublé.
Oh, the boob. Yeah, you got to have the boob in there for sure.
Canadian, part of the Commonwealth. I'm on to you, King Charles.
He likes the boob.
He likes the Commonwealth, Brendan. He likes the Commonwealth.
And, of course, you forgot.
What?
How could you? Knotfest was just on.
Yeah, of course.
Slipknot.
Yeah. That's no weirder than My Boy Lollipop.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Doing it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Coin cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
That's gold. 10 questions. 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. You get all the questions right, $1,000.
And you can turn it into $2,000 in the blink of an eye. Well, you have to answer a bonus question, but it's double or nothing.
Melissa is in Blacktown. Hello, Melissa.
Hey, guys, how are we?
We are great.
Is it grey and manky where you are?
Oh, it is, guys. It is. 1 minute it's raining and then it stops and then it's muggy. It's just horrible.
Yeah, this time of year is very strange.
It's like we're in Melbourne.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do.
I reckon Mother Nature's got menopause or something. You reckon, guys?
You're right. 1 minute you're hot and sweaty, next you're flooded.
She is 8 billion years old, Melissa, so fair enough.
Mother Nature has hairs on her chin as well. So, Melissa,
Yes.
here we are, 10 questions. You've got 60 seconds.
Okay.
Now, if you're not sure, say pass, okay? Because we might have time to come back.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Oh, I'm nervous, but I'm ready. Bring it on, Amanda.
Okay, let's begin. Here comes question number 1. What colour do most people associate with the sun?
Yellow.
Question 2. Fish breathe through what?
Gills.
Question 3. What does the Aussie slang bevies stand for?
What is it? Sorry?
Bevies.
Bevies.
What's the slang? Okay, number 4. The big prawn is located in which state?
Sorry, guys. What was that one?
The big prawn is located in which state?
Oh, the big prawn. Gosh, no, pass.
Question 5. True or false? Identical twins share the same fingerprints.
False.
Question 6. Who has a new show on Netflix called With Love, Meghan?
Meghan Markle.
Question 7. Which AFL team is known as the Cats?
Oh, shivers. Is it Hawthorn?
no.
It's Geelong.
Bugger. Bugger.
I reckon you'll know this one. You would have known the Aussie slang bevies. If you're going for a bevy, what's a bevy?
Oh, alcoholic drink,
yeah, it's a drink.
Yeah.
And the big
Oh,
prawn,
gosh.
it's in New South Wales.
You know.
In Ballina.
I didn't know that.
It was near
Bugger.
Bunnings, and then I think Bunnings bought it and moved the big prawn.
Does the big prawn have a poo tube?
It's got the biggest poo tube.
You should be able to slide down like a ride.
Aren't people thinking of this? They put
Melissa?
the gift shop in the big Rams area.
Why don't they have a slide down the big prawn's poo tube?
Poop shoot. Yuck.
Melissa, you've been a treat.
Yes, darling.
Thank you for playing, and I'm sorry you didn't get the money today.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
Jam Nation.
We put Meghan Markle to the pub test yesterday.
Were people supportive?
Not really. She cops a lot of flack, doesn't she? She's got a new show called With Love, Meghan.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit like, as somebody said, it's 10-year-old Pinterest. Here I am baking a cake. Here I am doing this. It's as if she's trying to be Martha Stewart, but too late in the game.
And she gets interviewed by someone while she's doing these everyday
Well, she chats
chores.
to them. She chats. They're all her friends.
Right.
And we played a snippet of it yesterday. Here she's chatting to Mindy Kaling, who's an actress and a mate of hers. And she revealed that her surname actually isn't Markle anymore.
I don't think anyone in the world knows that Meghan Markle has eaten Jack in the Box and loves it.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
You know.
Because she said she went, fair enough.
She's American. I'm sure she would have eaten, or she's Canadian. She would have eaten Jack in the Box.
I know.
Which is a burger franchise.
As if suddenly, she's been royal her whole life. There's a real dichotomy with them leaving the royal family and wanting privacy and now doing lifestyle shows. You have a look inside my home and inside my fridge and inside how my family likes to eat. I haven't actually seen the show. A lot of people don't like the notion of the show. That's what we heard on the podcast yesterday. On our pub test yesterday. But Em Gillespie is going to drill down on the actual show, and she's joining us next.
Maybe she should go down the path of Ros Switzer. She was a
Meghan Markle?
Meghan Markle.
Only Meghan Sussex, please.
Yeah.
Only fans.
Yeah, she could.
The delicious way to eat less meat.
Every idea is a good one, Brendan.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
I demand entertainment. Are you not entertained?
Put on your dancing shoes.
Now give me your best shot.
From the Daily Oz, she is the editor, the boss lady, Em Gillespie.
Hello. Finally, a lifestyle series created for the relatable everyday woman with love, Meghan, as you guys have discussed. It's been greenlit for a second season, landed on Netflix last week, made the global top 10 within days. It shares the Duchess of Sussex tips and tricks for hosting and everyday living. And frankly, the internet is having a field day. It's a very Stepford wife kind of a thing. Very cringe. I hate it. I love it.
Wow.
I want to be her. I want to slap her. She's the most perfect human on earth. She's here to make us all feel extremely inadequate. And that's my take.
Do you get a sense of who she actually is, or is there a facade?
I think you get a sense of who she actually is in the sense that she is desperate to be liked. She wants to be adored. She wants everyone to think that she is brilliant and wonderful and capable and talented all on her own, without Harry, without the royal family, without acting. But it's just that kind of desperate need to be liked that makes her so beige. Like, she has this really careful kind of approach to everything. She doesn't really lean into any jokes. It's like she doesn't want to offend anyone, but there's no rizz, there's no spark. She wears these impossibly incredible outfits, so much linen, so much beige, a lot of cream, a lot of cashmere, and she's cooking food, but you've never seen someone cook so perfectly. There's no mess, there's no splutter.
No apron?
No apron. Put on a goddamn apron, woman. There's no apron. She's like Gwyneth, but many, many years later. Perfect in every way, but she's got bees, like the David Beckham doco. The series opens with bees and beehives.
What's with bees?
Well, I've got bees.
Do you?
I've got Australian native bees who just go around my backyard.
All the most relatable, fabulous people have bees.
Thank you.
That's what I'm learning. She likes to wear beautiful clothes, but she's also very relatable with the clothes, which she tells us about this concept of how she dresses. It's called high-low dressing. We've got this grab from her episode with Mindy Kaling, which is the second episode.
Can you tell me about your clothes?
Yes, I like high-low. So, Zara.
What?
Laura Piana.
Nice.
Jenny Kane.
Yeah, right.
Really cute.
Jumper, her T-shirt.
Are we supposed to be shocked?
So she shops at Lowe's. I just heard she shops at Lowe's.
High lows.
Fleecy.
Laura Piana is what she said, talking about her T-shirt or her jumper or whatever. I had not heard of this brand. I looked it up. A white T-shirt from this brand, $3,156. But she's got the Zara pants on, so she's just like us.
Why do all these people come into her kitchen and are shocked that she's eaten a hamburger, are shocked that she might shop at Zara? Are we supposed to think that she's what role is Meghan playing? Is she a royal? Is she more elite than the rest of us?
I think what's funny about this whole show is that she really is kind of charading as the perfect princess. She doesn't do anything outrageous. She doesn't say anything controversial. She is literally like a Stepford wife, trad wife, perfect person. She looks incredible. The food she makes looks amazing. She says one of her favorite things to do is to prepare for her guest suite. If a guest is coming over to stay, she loves to mix up bath salts. She pops corn from an actual piece of dried corn.
But this is a woman who spent a lot of her advocacy talking about the rights of women.
Yeah.
She's not... she's a smart woman who has been quite driven to be a philanthropist, to be an advocate. Is any of that in there?
Not yet. I think it's...
Yeah, but the advocacy, as soon as they start banging on that, you just go, okay.
But that's what I mean. She's chosen to be anti that. She's chosen to be the trad wife. So who is she?
There's a bit of sustainability stuff, like with the bees, with the honey, with all of the homegrown herbs and jams and fruits and all that. But at the same time, you know, she's making balloon arches with plastic balloons and there's a lot of single-use plastic stuff. So it's this sort of weird line that she's walking. And I think you're exactly right, Amanda. She's like not really landed on an identity and is really trying to kind of feel that out and act as though or kind of present this front to the world that she's just like us and she's really relatable, but it's in the least relatable fashion. Even she's so unrelatable that she makes people like Mindy Kaling, who's, you know, a big-time Hollywood star, millionaire. She makes Mindy Kaling look like the everyday person. Mindy Kaling is in disbelief. She says to her, "Are you Tinkerbell?" She can't believe how perfect Meghan
What if
is.
she's really perfect? What do you want? What do you ladies want from Meghan Markle?
I don't know what we want from her, and I do feel bad because the internet, the tabloids were horrible to her, and she dealt with criticism that she did not deserve, that was calculated and was unfair.
And it's brave for her to stick her head up again.
Yeah.
But is this the right vehicle to stick your head up?
I think she just is so earnest and she doesn't have that self-awareness that we really want from her.
No one likes earnest, though.
I know.
Earnest, no one cares.
But being glib and making sandwiches, is that the solution?
I don't know.
We've already got Martha Stewart.
People get very annoyed when rich people act like they do it all themselves. Like she's incredibly wealthy and she's like, oh, I'm going to make my own candle and I'm going to make these little sandwiches for a kid's party. And Mindy Kaling's looking at her like, we have people that we pay for that, Meghan. What are you doing? Why are you putting me through this? Stop putting puree in my champagne.
Just be quiet. Like Kate. Be quiet
don't
like
want her
Kate.
to be quiet.
Well, Kate's got
No,
cancer.
we don't want her to be quiet. And that's some of the criticisms are saying she should be quiet. No one's asking her to be quiet.
Right.
But if she's going to actually say, be a mouthpiece, what's it for?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think she needs to be more representative of more people rather than this perfect Tinkerbell thing.
So be a worthy bore or...
Why does
be
worthy
Tinkerbell.
have to equal bore?
It just does. I'm sorry. It's not me that makes the rules.
For legal purposes.
Thank you, Ems. It's the world we're living in, baby. Em Gillespie, check her out at the Daily Oz.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Jonesy.
Amanda.
Tips for announcers trying to get a career in radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
But you're an idiot.
Top of the morning to you.
You know, I saw a TikTok yesterday, and I'm just going to come out and say it.
Oh.
Here we go. It was of a wedding, a beautiful wedding, and the wedding party, as they're coming up the aisle, started a choreographed dance.
Duh.
And that's exactly what I went, ugh, I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
It's an unpopular opinion. Stop dancing at your wedding.
Love Actually ruined it for everyone.
Love
Everyone
Actually
thought,
started
okay,
it.
we're going to do it now.
And now poor old fathers-in-law are dragged up to do the floss or whatever it is.
They are too. Some poor dad, i.e. me, will have to be prancing down. And you know I don't like dancing publicly.
Yeah.
Although I have done it a couple of times.
Once in the nude.
My daughter's wedding, I'll say this to them right now, I'm not doing any stupid dance.
No snake handling, nothing.
No.
No.
Just going to come out and say it.
Yeah. And this is a forum for unpopular opinions.
Oh, I like how
A friend of mine, that's what made me think of this. A friend of mine texted me earlier this morning. She'd seen on TV there was a thing about Nicole Kidman has said she'd like to be in White Lotus.
Oh, she'd be good in that.
Well, a friend of mine just texted me and said, Nicole has to stop.
Stop what?
She said, she's in everything, just stop.
No, I think she'd be great in that.
Well, of
I
course
think she'd
we
be
do.
great in
but
that.
this is a very unpopular opinion, is that they don't like Nicole Kidman in stuff.
Well,
this is what this is a forum for. These
didn't
aren't
they
our
see
opinions.
Baby Girl?
These aren't our opinions. Well, dancing in the wedding is. The tribal drum is going to beat for, I'm just going to come out and say it. What's your unpopular opinion?
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
The tribal drum is beating. I'm just going to come out and say it. It's not to be confused with Gets My Ghoulies. It's a different kettle of fish.
Not that different.
You started the ball rolling before you don't like the big showy wedding entrance.
The stuff where everyone now has to choreograph a dance to come in and the crowd go, whoa, and the bride and groom and everyone does a choreographed thing. I'm over it.
We're preaching from the same prayer book here. I hear what you're saying.
Well, then a friend of mine texted me and said she's over Nicole Kidman.
I disagree with
But this segment is all about...
I think Nicole is at the zenith of right now of where she's going.
Well, I think, though, that this segment is where you can say the most unpopular opinion and that's okay.
Yeah, maybe picnics. I'm just going to come out and say I got no time for picnics.
Does anyone like it?
Who does picnics?
But who likes them? I can't go anywhere that doesn't have back support.
Yeah, you've got to bring all your crap with you and you've got to take it all back. Why?
You may as well eat it on your lounge.
Bronwyn is with us. Hello, Bronwyn.
Hello, how are you this morning?
Welcome to the No Judgment Zone, Bronwyn.
Okay, Bronwyn, I'm just going to come out and say it. Over to you.
I hate Wicked. I can't stand it. I know that everyone thinks that the movie and the musical Wicked is the best thing since sliced bread, and I agree that everybody's incredibly talented, but I hate it. I grew up with The Wizard of Oz, where I was allowed to hate the witch. She was allowed to be nasty and horrible without having to have some lame backstory about being a misunderstood animal rights liberationist. I just hate it. I want to hate the witch, where she's allowed to be grumpy. Come on.
Yeah.
What's the point of being a witch?
I agree.
You can't add a B to the beginning of the word either.
Because I have no interest in Wicked whatsoever. I managed to bypass it. So is that the story, Bronwyn? It's how the witch becomes bad.
Yeah, or it's how she's perceived as bad, because apparently she's not really bad. But come on, let her be bad.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
Nicely
so woke.
said, Bronwyn. Thank you.
These days, the witch can't even be bad.
Hello, Brad. I'm just going to come out and say it. Over to you.
Participation awards. I'm sorry. If you're good and you win, you get a ribbon. If you're not good, sorry, son, on you go.
Yep.
Have you had to have that harsh conversation with your children?
Yeah, I have. If you go in, if you lose, you lose. You're not going to get a ribbon. Just be happy.
Well, P.S. Merry Christmas.
It's a hell of a pep talk.
Thanks, Brad.
Peter's joined us.
Hello, Peter. I'm just going to come out and say it. Go for it.
Good morning to you both. Rugby league. They should just send it off in a time capsule into space and never unopen it again. Like, seriously, can't we get a couple of months break over the off period where we don't have to hear who's doing what or what idiot's done something stupid or whatever? They're a bunch of overpaid prima donnas that play a stupid game. Like, we don't need to hear constantly about it.
All right, Peter. Well, thank you.
We're two rugby league fans.
Well, but we said this is a forum for whatever you'd like to say. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Pete. And Ashley has joined us.
All right, Ashley, over to you. I'm just going to come out and say it.
I absolutely cannot stand Tom Cruise.
Oh.
All of his movies are terrible. He's just a shit person and a shit actor.
Well, that's what this segment is for.
I like Tom Cruise.
That's what this segment is for.
Can I just say, did you see the latest Top Gun?
Never seen any of them because I don't like movies that he's in.
So you don't like, that's a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah. And what makes you think he's
any of his movies.
Well, you've never seen a movie. You can't judge the man without seeing his movies.
Well, no, I think if you just, this is what this segment's about. What are your pet hates?
Well,
I can say I don't like eating a croquembouche without having to have eaten a croquembouche. And no, I don't like a croquembouche.
Don't you?
No.
I love croquembouche.
Oh, it's just pure sugar.
No, it's great.
Oh, it's awful.
You get in there.
You just pull your teeth out one by one.
Big croquembouche.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. We'll feed that back to Tom's people.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the goodies get together.
$20,000. That's what you will win if you're our favourite ghoulie of the year. Download the iHeartRadio app. Go to Gold 1017, press the microphone. It's as simple as that and record your ghoulie.
What have we got?
People who use the Bunnings trade and bulk section like it's their own personal valet parking. You're trying to get a trailer in there and next thing, old mate comes along in an Audi and he's just got a handful of items. Oh, it does my head in.
That's a good spot, that trade
Tell me
section.
what happens. I've never parked
There's
there.
a spot where you're supposed to go if you've got a big truck or a van or something like that, but it's so convenient.
Oh, so you're one of those ones.
Well, I ride my motorbike in there. And the guy says, what are you picking up? Oh, hot water service. They don't question it.
Okay. What else?
Do you know what gets my ghoulies? Is when you buy concert tickets to sit in A-class seating in an enclosed stadium, but then the people in front of you in the seated area that have paid the same price are now standing up to dance with the people that are standing on the ground. I think if you want to stand up to dance at a concert, be on the dance floor. Don't go where the seats are.
We should put that to the pub test tomorrow because it's very controversial. Are you allowed to stand up anytime you like through a concert? Because I know a lot of performers come out and say, why isn't everyone standing up? But security often tells everyone to sit down.
American artists are quite surprised that because in America you can do whatever the hell you want. Over here you can't do anything.
No. Might put that to the pub test tomorrow.
Out with a bad, in with a good. If you dipped out, you can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a double pass to see Yachtly Crew. I cannot wait. They're the world's #1 yacht rock band. May 17 at the Metro Theatre, thanks to Total Touring.
You also get the Jonesy Demander key ring and tea towel to boot.
Well, we started the show this morning. We thought there was a giant blackout over the city because I couldn't see a single light. The Harbour Bridge was blacked out.
I'd get people to flash their lights on the bridge. I don't do it now.
It's not the safest thing to do. It was just rain and clouds, it turned out, Brendan. Who knew? What's wrong with this weather? It is crazy. Well, we had Melissa on from Blacktown to have a crack at Instagram, but she had something salient to say about the weather.
Yeah, I reckon Mother Nature's got menopause or something. You reckon, right?
Well, true.
Sweaty 1 minute, giant beard the next.
She is 8 billion years old after all.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Gold 1017's Famous Five with Rob Duckworth continues. Bon Jovi, Madonna, Robbie Williams, John Farnham and Pink. We pay when they play.
How good is that? We'll be back from 6 tonight for Jam Nation.
See you then.
Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.